Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Official Kemi. Some of you know me as Kemi and some of you know me as Rashida. Well, this video is actually so long overdue. My labor and delivery story, like really a year and 4 months ago. Like I was supposed to do this long time ago, but well, motherhood took its toll, so I'm been busy and I finally have the time to do this video, and so let's jump right into it. I got pregnant 2016 around August, like August, September-ish. I was in Nigeria and then I came back to Austria in October, and then like I didn't know, because back in Nigeria too I had stomach pains and everything, so I thought it was like part of the pregnancy because my body wasn't used to having a baby, of course, because it's my first baby. So but I didn't know that I was actually going through something like pregnancy with a fibroid. So when I got back to Austria I was having the pain, but I was just taking it cool, like it's probably part of pregnancy and everything. So January the 1st of 2017 I woke up with like sharp pain, like the worst pain ever. Like I couldn't move from the bed, so I was screaming up and down, like I was calling my brother but he couldn't hear me, so I called my dad. So my dad came and was like freaking out, like what is going on. So I said like I can't move. So he called my mom, and then they took me to the hospital, and then they did all the scanning and everything. Said, oh yeah, the baby's okay, but they found something which in German is called the myome. But I didn't think of anything. I was just like, okay, what is it? Is it dangerous? Like, no, it's not that dangerous, and it's good that the baby is bigger than this myome. If not, the baby wouldn't have been able to survive it. I was like, okay, and you said it's not dangerous, but okay, cool. So is the baby okay? They're like, yeah, the baby's okay, and it's going to shrink as the baby is getting bigger. So I was like, okay, cool. So is there anything to do about it? They said no, until like probably like 6 months after giving birth I can take it out. So I said okay. I was on the phone with my auntie who is in America, and she was telling my auntie that yo, Rashida's always having pain and so on. So my auntie was like, it's fibroid. So my mom was like, no, how could it be fibroid? So, and funny thing is, normally I would Google everything I hear, but due for me being like pregnant, I was scared to like Google anything because I was gonna freak out if I saw something that wasn't actually my symptom. So immediately my auntie said that, I was like, I don't think it's a fibroid. So I googled myome and translated it into English, which brought out fibroid. So I was freaking out, like what? I have a fibroid in me? So, and then I started googling people like pregnancies and fibroids and all these things, and there was this story of a lady that said she had 7 fibroids with her pregnancy, and she couldn't move. She was always crawling until this end stage of her pregnancy, and that freaked me out. So and funny thing is, my my doctor, which normally checks me out and everything, didn't even see, like I told him like the hospital said I have this, and the hospital even sent a report to him, but he just ignored it. I was like, it's nothing big, nah, I can't see it, so it's not that serious. I was like, okay, since you say it's not serious, then it shouldn't be serious then. But the pain kept going on and on. So when I was full term, I went to the hospital with my mom again, and I told him like, see, the baby's full term now, can we take her out? And like, maybe like, is it possible for us to take her out so I can be free of this pain, because the pain was like killing and I wasn't allowed to have any medication. So the doctor was like, see, you're young, let's not do this, let's wait for the baby to come naturally. So I was like, no, please, can I have a C-section? She was like, no, don't do a C-section, you're still young. You can try vaginally, and if it doesn't work, we'll take the baby out per C-section. So I was like, okay, I was crying, like hoping my cries would like change their mind, or like, no, they were cold. They said, no, you're gonna have the baby normally. I was like, okay. So but I signed the papers of the epidural, which is the PDA here. So I signed the papers like if I want to have it, so they'll be able to give me without asking questions. So because they'll have the paper and everything down when I get there for labor. So I signed everything that if I need an epidural, I'll be able to get it. So week 38 plus 1, I was in labor, but I didn't even know I was in labor. That was a weird thing, because around 12 a.m. ish, no, before 12 a.m. I was like using the toilet like I was having like weird poops, like I was going to the toilet and then I was just like, because it was kind of like some menstrual pain, like the mild ones. So I was just like, nah, baby's not coming, because my birthday is the May 21st. So I was like, probably she's gonna come after my birthday, because her due date was May 18th, and this day was May 4th. It was in the evening, so I was like, nah, she's not coming. So and then the contractions started, but I didn't really know what was contractions, and I went to bed. So I noticed that I couldn't sleep. I was getting uncomfortable and everything, so I stood up. I was just going up and down, going to the toilet again. Like this was happening like every 1 hour. So there was once I finally fell asleep. So when I woke up, I was thinking, why can't I sleep? Like, I'm tired. So I entered the toilet. I noticed that I was having like the mucus plug was still coming out, and then my underwear was kind of wet, but my brain didn't click that, yo, your water is breaking. But I was just thinking, okay, because I was tired at the same time, so my brain wasn't really functioning. But then it hit me like around 4 a.m. It hit me like, yo, you're in labor, the baby's coming. So I went to my phone. I was like, how does labor start? So weird enough, like there was a lady that had, like someone commented and was like the same way I was having my contractions now, because I started timing it. I was like 3 minutes apart and 4 minutes apart and stuff like that. So, and then I didn't want to wake anyone up because I didn't want it to be like false alarm. So funny enough, God woke my mom up. So my mom woke up and was like, why are you walking around? I was like, Mom, I'm in labor. She's like, really? Yeah. So I went with her to the living room, and normally my dad wakes up every day 4 a.m. to get to work and everything. So my dad was wondering like, why are they both awake at this time? But he didn't ask. So I was sitting on the sofa next to my mom. I was just like in contractions, like moving everything through. Then around 4:28 a.m. my water broke. Like I was sitting, I was like, oh shit, the water's coming, because I could feel like something was coming. I stood up immediately, and then like, it's true when they say you can't stop water from coming out. When your water's like coming out, you can't stop it, because I was trying to hold it but wasn't going, and it was really warm. It was like, I was like, yeah. So me and my mom were like, yes, this baby is coming finally. But reality didn't tell us that once the water is out, the intensity of this intense pain was going to start. And my brother and sisters, it started. So I went to the bathroom, put on pads. Okay. The pad went through, like the water went through the pad. It wasn't enough. Like I was like waterfall. Like there was so much water in my belly, because I had a huge belly in my pregnancy. So I was like, oh, this baby is big. And my mom was like, this baby is not big, it's water. I'm like, no, it's not water, the baby is big. Because I was eating everything, ice cream, burgers, everything I wasn't supposed to eat, I ate it. But it wasn't like a huge amount of food I was eating normally. So, and then while I was sitting on the toilet, I called the ambulance, and they were asking like what's going on. I was like, yep, my water has broken. So like, oh, okay. So they collected my address and everything. So in less than, I think, like 10 minutes they made it. But to me the 10 minutes felt like 30 minutes, like an hour, because it took so long, like in my own eyes. So I was just like going up and down, like walking the house, like, oh, okay, this baby's coming. Okay, cool. So my dad was like freaking out. He's like, nah, I can't drive you. Gotta take the ambulance, because I'm freaking out. I was like, okay. So we took everything. The ambulance came upstairs, took me down to the car, and everything was free because it was like still in the morning, so the road wasn't busy. So we're able to go to the hospital. So when we got to the hospital, it took a while before they could give me a room, like a labor room. So my initial plan was to have a water birth, but this didn't work, because when I got there I was already 2 centimeters open, but labor was progressing really slow at the beginning. And then the midwife I had at the beginning was so mean. Like if I would move because of the contractions, she's like, stop moving, keep still, da 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 da. I was like, I'm having a baby and I'm in pain, what do you mean don't move? So she was like, don't move, I can't find baby's heartbeat when you're moving. I'm like, okay. So she kept yelling at me. So I was telling my mom, like, if this woman starts talking one more time, I will slap her. So she was like, no, you can't do that, blah blah. So later, like 2 hours gone, I was still on 2 centimeters. I wasn't progressing, and I was tired and hungry at the same time. So the midwife was like, okay, we're gonna give you a room, so you go upstairs and rest and take a nap, like try and take a nap and everything. So I got upstairs, they gave me a bed. So, but as I was lying down, it was just painful. Like I couldn't lie down, I had to sit up. So I tried taking a shower, didn't work for me. So in that time, my mom went home to get a shower as well and to eat something because she hasn't eaten too. So when she came back, like they told me that if the pain was getting stronger, I should ring the bell so they can get me and take me back to labor room. So I was just waiting because I didn't want to like press it, and then it's still 2 centimeters. So all the pain I was going through, I was like, it's not time. Keep on, come on, come on. So I was walking up and down the room, and then when I couldn't hold it, I was like, and I called them, and they took me back downstairs. So I called my mom, like, I'm back in the labor room. She was like, okay. So they checked me, and I was 4 centimeters. So I was like, thank God, we're progressing. So I had a new midwife, which was the best midwife ever. She was from Hungary, and Amani, that's my daughter, was her first black baby she would help deliver. So she was excited. So she was talking with me and everything. So she was asking me if I wanted to do like some exercise. I'm like, nah, I just want the bouncy ball, the medicine ball they call it. So I was sitting on it and bouncing the whole time because that was really helping me so good. Because I was like, nah, I can't lie down, it's not comfortable for me. So then yeah, so I told her like the last time I came here, they told me like once I'm 4 centimeters I can have the epidural. So I was asking like, can I have the epidural now? So at this time my mom has already come back. So she was like, oh, wait a little bit and then let's see how it is. I'm like, nah, I can't, because the contractions were so strong and I just couldn't bear it no more. I was like, if this is 4 centimeters, how am I gonna make it to 10 if this pain is just this strong? So she was like, okay, cool. So they called for the epidural people to come. So I was like, okay, but I was trying not to think of the videos I had watched on YouTube that was so intense of the epidural way. Like, so when they came, they were asking questions like, how old am I, my first baby, blah blah. So I was asked, like, I answered every question. So they told me to like sit in this position where I have to like be straight and like bend forward. So the person with the doctor was like, I don't know, like a student, and he was supposed to put it in my back. So I was sweating bricks, like I was sweating like, oh my god, this long needle is going to enter my back right now. So and then this like the position was so bad, like the contractions were just killing me. So and then when they were about to put it, I had a contraction. I was like, wait. They're like, what happened? I'm like, contraction. They're like, okay. So they calmed down. Then I put it. So when they put it first time, it didn't work. So they had to like do it again. And then when they did it, I was like, okay, good. But I was sweating when they were done. So after that, like I laid down. I was like, when is this gonna like kick in? But I didn't know it had already kicked in, because I was talking like waterfall. Because my mom was like, if I know the way I was talking like a parrot. I was talking about everything because there was this radio. So playing some songs like all this Jason Mars and everything. So I was singing along to every song that was played. Yeah, I was talking like a parrot, like I was just talking non-stop, but I could feel every contraction that was coming with it though. So I was just talking, singing, I was like, ooh, contraction. So I was like 4 centimeters at that time when they put the needle in. I had the doctor come in to check me again because my mom was hungry, and in the hospital there were like some restaurants. So she checked me, she was like, okay, I'm at 6 centimeters now. And at that stage I was like progressing every 1 hour. So I was like, mom, you can make it, you can go. So my mom left. So I just noticed that the nurse was just looking weird, like the midwife was just looking at me weirdly. I was like, okay, what's going on? But she didn't say a word. So at this stage my mom had gone already. So they started giving me, like, they told me to take out my nose ring, my earrings. So I was just like, are they normal birth? Since when did they do this? But I just didn't ask. I was just like, okay, fine. So I took out my nose ring, everything I had on me, I took it off. And then so yeah, they gave me like a net to cover my hair up. So people like kept coming in and out, like doctors that I hadn't seen before, they came in. So she was like, can I move in this direction? Can I drink more water, please? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, what's going on? She's like, nothing, just do it. And then another doctor came in. She was like, okay, we can't find your baby's heart rate, and this kind of like worried, like we're worried about it. I was like, okay. So then that doctor checked me, even though the lady said I was 6 centimeters, actually I was 8 centimeters. So I was like, wait, what? 8 centimeters? Okay, that means the baby's coming soon, right? She's like, yep. Do you have anyone? I was like, I need to call my mom right now. So they passed me my phone. I called my mom. Was like, you need to come back because I'm at 8 centimeters, not 6 anymore. She was like, okay. So she was on her way back, and then like the higher doctor, like the doctor in charge, came and was just looking at me, like, not knowing that they were actually already planning a C-section for me, because baby girl was going back upstairs instead of coming back down. Like, she wasn't facing down no more. She was like pushing, like going back. Like, I ain't ready to come out yet. And this time I was already 10 centimeters. Like, it was going quick. So I was like, where is my mom? So this doctor was like, can you just help us push one more time, just once, just to see how your pushing is gonna be? I was like, okay. So we got in the pushing position and everything. So I pushed once. He was like, oh, stop, don't push no more. So I was like, okay. Not knowing that my mom had come back, but they didn't want to let my mom come in because everybody outside thought I was having the C-section, even though it was already a change of plan. So my mom was like fighting the nurse. I was like, let me go in. I've been here since morning with my daughter. What do you mean I can't go in? I need to be there for the labor, blah, blah, blah. So I was freaking out, like, where's my mom? I'm about to have this baby without my mom. So finally a nurse came in. I was like, the mom is here, can she come in? But nobody said a word. So I was like, yes, please. So my mom came in, and at that stage I was already in a pushing position. And she was like, Joe, push. I should have Joe, push. I can see the head. I can see the head, Joe, push. Call me Joe, or call me push. And I was like, Mom, I'm already pushing. So I only had like 3 pushes and baby girl was out. Like, she was out. But when she came out, she wasn't crying, so that made me a little bit nervous. But I didn't want to show it because I've seen it on YouTube, like, oh, some babies don't cry, just like shock, blah, blah. So my mom was worried, like, why is the baby not talking? I was the one calming my mom down instead of her calming me down. So the nurses were looking at me like, are you sure this is your first baby? I'm like, yeah, because I was just way too calm. And then they gave me the baby and I looked at her. I was like, okay, cool, she's okay. And because she was breathing, she had her eyes open, she was looking, but she wasn't saying anything. So they kept rubbing her, and then she started saying, and then she started screaming. So they took her to the doctor's side, like the baby doctor or something like that. So they went away for like 20 minutes. Sorry. So yeah, and then they brought her back to clean me up, and then I had to wait for another contraction so the placenta would come out. And then when the placenta came out, they checked everything was okay, and that was it. So they took it wherever they normally take it to. So when I gave birth, I was just so free, but not knowing that I've actually torn inside. Like, this girl tore my vagina. My vagina was torn, but not like the straight ways or whatever, like inside, like the lip, stuff like that, like was torn, like in a weird way, was just torn. So the lady was giving the stitches. I could feel the stitches. I was saying I can feel it. She's like, no, you can't feel it, you can't feel it. I'm like, I can feel this. So she gave me some stitches. So I would say, like, for the whole period of the pregnancy, I would say the postpartum part was hard for me, the healing, because I couldn't really walk. So I had to like sit on this hot tub in the Nigerian style. I had to sit on that and be pressing belly and all this stuff. So pregnancy was tough, and labor wasn't really that hard. Like, I actually expected it to be that bad, like really bad. So right now I'm free, no fibroids, I'm cool. Like, it went on its own, funny enough. But I'm grateful. Baby girl is 1 year and 4 months now, strong, active, talks a lot. So if you want to see her, just comment down below. I'm gonna be doing more videos with her probably. And so yeah, that's it for, like, that's my labor and delivery story. So if you have questions, just comment below. I'm gonna answer everything. I'm gonna try and answer everything, and I'm gonna put my handles down, my Instagram and everything, Snapchat, I'm gonna put it down too. So I'll be happy to see you guys, and be happy to see what you recommend I do next and everything. So see ya.
Yes up, don't be wait to. Baby, I'm out to get to. I'm out there, man, can't share it. Can't favor me, lolo. Yes up, don't be late to.